tour of Micro Orchard 2, but my neighbor's cutting the grass, and I should be cutting grass, but we're not. Just a few things over here. We've got our strawberry plants, which are very close to being ready. That one may be ready to come off already. Our good friend Danny at Dan Organic Food Forest had his first of the season down in Florida. I think we're going to be right behind him, and maybe I can do a voiceover. But our Micro Orchard 2 is coming along well. We've got quite a few Stark Brother trees over here. This peach tree is looking good. It's we got it last year. Got a couple of plum trees, our apple trees. So this area needs a grass cut, which it might get today. But we're going to add new garden beds over here. In this corner, we're going to put 4 garden beds, so that'll be one less area I need to ride over with the lawnmower. And we've got our 200-gallon grow bags, our 2 strawberry beds, and these 2 beds, which we'll be putting okra and corn in. And we'll figure out what we'll do with the rest. But we got a lot of space over here to put more garden beds. And back here, we've got our hugel mound, which is settled a lot. It's settled down at least a foot since we put it together. So we may top it off, and we may go ahead and put something in it this year. I'm not sure what, but something, just to see if it'll grow. We got lots of seeds, so won't hurt to try. And our apple trees are doing good. Yep. So we should have a nice harvest of apples this year. You see any other apples, buddy?
Is this an apple tree?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of apple trees.
All right. Yep. So a lot of apples on this one, which we might need to restake that one. So this one has no apples, which is a surprise because this one had the most blossoms at one time. But they're all a few years old, and we got them, they were 2-3 years old, so eventually we'll get fruit. And this one is loaded with apples too, so yeah, we didn't collect any fruit last year. I'll come through and I'll do another horticultural spray at the end of the month, and hopefully we get good harvest. Right? That's our big wood pile that still is getting cleared little by little. It's smaller than it was, but still a long way to go. And then we'll add more fruit trees in this area too. And this tree, our dogwood, is doing pretty good. I see, I'm assuming this is gonna be fruit one of these years. This tree's probably 3 years old, so we're not sure how long it'll take for it to start fruiting out, but it is a fruiting dogwood, so eventually we'll get fruit from it too. And our pawpaw trees, not doing so well. This one's 3 years old, and we thought it was dead from too much water, but it's still alive and still trying to grow. So as long as it grows, we'll come over here and weed around it, reclaim this area. It's got a little extra vitamin and mineral in the soil below it because one of our pests was buried over there. This one's doing pretty good, other than the vines that got in there, and I'm not sure what those are, but we'll take this cage off, clear the vines, and give it a better chance of being successful. And this plum tree is doing pretty good. And this one we have blueberries, aronia berries, and some other berry over here, which I forget. It's probably this one that's dead here. But the plum tree is doing good, and the berries are doing okay. We just need to keep giving them some TLC until they start giving us some fruit. And one of our pawpaw trees, which I thought was dead, is still hanging on too. So it's got leaves down there, so we'll clear around it, mow a little better. Probably leave the cages on these since they haven't grown a heck of a lot. The only issue with this area, it has the overstory that they require, so it's got some shade part of the day, and it doesn't get dry, but it's got a lot of water when it rains, so we'll see how they do. And our elephant garlic is doing great. And I think what we may do is come through and add some leek in with this, or maybe some pepper plants or something. I'll have to look and see what's a good companion plant for this and make use of some of that empty space. And we've already harvested some French breakfast radishes from this bed. So we'll come back and we'll either put more radish in there. We may have a cool enough weather to do that. And soon we'll be harvesting our beets over here for the root and for the leaves. And our 2 mulberry trees, which we cut back, are doing great. And look like we're gonna hopefully get some mulberries this year. I'm definitely not a mulberry expert, so I don't know how long it takes for them to mature and really start giving off berries, but both these trees look like they're gonna give us something. I staked them up this year. I probably need to redo the wire, but it looks like the wire is making it lean more than it should. So we'll see.